This is not a reading about what's coming. This is a reading about what's already here and why you keep standing just outside of it. Hey loves, welcome back. And if you're new here, hi, I'm Alice, and I'm so glad you found your way to this one today. I don't think that was an accident. I think some part of you knew this was the reading to show up for. Before we go any further, do something small right now. Leave a comment, hit subscribe. Say it out loud, even if it's just in your head. I am done waiting for permission to receive what's already mine. That's not a small thing. That's a signal. And the universe moves toward people who are already moving. Okay, let's get into it. The star came in first, and I want you to understand what that actually means, because this card does not show up randomly. This is not a hopeful card. Hope is what you feel when you're not sure. The star is what comes after you've been through something that genuinely tested you, and you stayed open anyway. That's different. That's not hope. That's proof. And it's pointing at you specifically. Not the version of you that had everything figured out. The version that kept going when nothing was guaranteed. When the effort wasn't matching the results. When you were doing everything right and still waiting. That version of you, the one that stayed, is exactly who this card is confirming. The shift is not coming. It's already here. You just haven't seen the physical evidence yet. But the energy moved first. It always does. Then the Ace of Pentacles came in right beside it, and that pairing stopped me. The Ace of Pentacles is not about potential. It's about a door that is already open. A concrete, real, tangible beginning. Something you can hold. Something that shows up in your actual life, not just in how you feel. Money moving differently. An opportunity that is genuinely new. A foundation that is being laid right now, whether you can see all of it yet or not. These two cards together are saying the same thing. The season turned. Not eventually, already. Some of you are going to read that and immediately look for the catch. That's okay. That instinct makes sense after a long winter. But that instinct is not information right now. It's just old armor. And armor is heavy when you no longer need it. Put it down. What's coming doesn't require you to brace for it. It requires you to receive it. The High Priestess came in next, and this one landed quietly, because that's exactly how she works. No announcement, no push, just that still, deep knowing that has been trying to get your attention for a while now. And here's what she's showing me. The shift that started in card 1, you already felt it coming, before you had proof. Before anything changed on the outside, there was something in you that knew, a pull towards something, a quiet certainty you kept second-guessing because it didn't come with a guarantee attached. That wasn't wishful thinking. That was accurate. The High Priestess is not asking you to figure anything out. She's asking you to stop overriding what you already know. You've been waiting for external confirmation before you trust your own first read. That's backwards. The confirmation comes after the trust, not before. Then the Fool stepped in, and I want you to really sit with this, because the order matters here. The Fool is not reckless. That's the most common misread of this card. What the Fool actually is free, unguarded, moving forward without needing the whole staircase to be visible first. Not because he's naive, because he understands something most people don't. The path reveals itself to the person who is already walking. You don't need the full plan. You need to be in motion, and the universe responds to motion. Every time. A decision made, a door approached, a small act that says, I'm in, I'm ready, I'm not waiting anymore. That signal goes out and things start moving toward you that were waiting on exactly that. You've done the internal work. The High Priestess confirmed it. Now the Fool is saying, move, even small, move. The Seven of Cups came in, and this is where it gets honest. Because here's what I'm seeing. The shift is real. The knowing is real. The readiness is real. And you are still standing still. Not because nothing is happening, because too much is. Options, possibilities, paths that all look like they could be right. And instead of that feeling like freedom, it has quietly become its own kind of trap. You've been evaluating, revisiting, opening each door slightly and closing it again, telling yourself you just need a little more information before you choose. But the Seven of Cups is being very clear. Not all of those options are real. Some of them are projections, fears dressed up as possibilities, fantasies that look appealing from a distance but wouldn't actually fit your life. And the energy you've been spending trying to hold all of them open at once, that energy is the reason things feel heavier than they should right now. The shift already started. The freeze is the only thing slowing it down. Then the Two of Swords came in, and I had to sit with that for a second. The Two of Swords is the deliberate blindfold, not confusion that was forced on you, a stillness you chose because at some point, making the wrong choice started to feel more dangerous than making no choice at all. I understand that. When things have been uncertain long enough, waiting starts to feel like wisdom. Hesitation starts to feel like strategy. It's not anymore. The cards are being direct here. The waiting has crossed the line from caution into cost. Every day in the loop is a day you are not moving toward what is already trying to reach you. The doors you've been standing in front of, they are not going to stay open indefinitely. You don't need perfect information. You never did. You just need to choose. Not because the choice is flawless, because choosing is how you break the freeze. And the moment you do, everything that has been waiting on your decision finally starts to move. You already know which door. You've known for a while. That's the one. Here is what this reading actually said. You survived something. You stayed open through a season that gave you every reason to close down. And that, not luck, not timing, not circumstance, that is why the door is open right now. The shift is already in motion. The Star and the Ace of Pentacles confirmed it. The inner knowing was always accurate. The High Priestess confirmed that too. The readiness to move is real. The Fool saw it. And the only thing standing between you and the life that is already forming on the other side of this moment is the freeze. The loop. The one more round of waiting for a guarantee that was never going to come. That's it. That's the whole thing. Not a lack of worthiness. Not bad timing. Not the wrong path. Just the freeze. And the freeze is a choice. Which means ending it is also a choice. You've already done the hardest part. You held on when holding on cost you something. You stayed soft when going hard would have been so much easier. You kept moving when you couldn't see where it was going. That part is done. What comes now is not more earning, not more proving, not more waiting for the other shoe to drop. What comes now is the arrival, the real one. The one you stopped letting yourself fully picture because picturing it and not having it had become too much to carry. You can picture it now. You can let it in at full size, without bracing, without shrinking it down to something that feels safer to believe. The life you've been holding in your chest, the actual, full version of it, it's closer than you've been letting yourself say out loud. You did the work. Now let it land. Don't let this be something you watched and forgot by tomorrow. Drop a comment right now. Tell me which card hit the hardest. Tell me what you're done waiting for. Write it out, here, where it's real and witnessed and not just a quiet thought that dissolves before it takes root. Something happens when you name a thing in a space like this. It becomes claimed. Let it be claimed. Like this video if it reached you. Subscribe if you haven't yet, not as a favor to me, but because coming back to this kind of energy consistently and on purpose is itself a form of alignment. You keep choosing the frequency you want to live in, and eventually it stops being somewhere you visit and starts being somewhere you live. The signals are already coming. The season is already turning. The only question left is whether you're going to let yourself receive this fully, without one more round of making yourself smaller than the life that is actually waiting for you. You're ready. You always were. So much love to every single one of you. See you in the next one.